Great day for the offense, but were you guys a little nervous to try to get that one in before 1 o'clock?
Just we had a 1 o'clock drop dead, so that's what it is. It just drops. So glad we got it in.
What does a game do like this before you guys head into conference play? Obviously a tough opponent, Washington, to start your Big Ten schedule. I mean, only 8 runs the entire weekend, and then 22 to end off the week. What does it do for the confidence of this offense and the team in the whole?
I think it just allowed them today just to get back to what they have been doing. I think we got away a little bit from ourselves this weekend and even the weekend before, and I think it just allowed them just to kind of get back to them, and so it was good. We needed today.
You said last night that you think the team was kind of playing too hard, a little bit too hard themselves. What changed to today?
I just think just getting back to the small things and, like with Paige, her thinking line drive and her line drives are going over the fence, I think each one of them just kind of getting back to their process. Just think we just got a little away from it. And it can happen. We've just been playing nonstop and, some things start to change and you're not realizing it's changing. So I think it was just after last night, it gave us an opportunity just to reset.
Talk about obviously today it was an extraordinarily fast start, 15 runs in the bottom of the first. But talk about, Taylor gave up 2 runs, you were down 2-0 going into that inning. Talk about what a fast start offensively does for the rest of the game, and especially like today where, you're up big and maybe the dugout's more relaxed, not as pressing as much as, say, last night.
Yeah, I think about our offense and what they've been doing all year, and they've been putting the runs on the board early, and it definitely gives our pitchers an opportunity just to settle in and not feel like they have to place the ball in a certain spot. They can just relax and do their thing. So I think when we're best, when our offense and our defense bounce back and forth off of each other. So you could see that today.
On top of that, Taylor, not the cleanest of weekends compared to the past couple weekends. Where do you think she stands currently with her?
Yeah, just sometimes, it's your day and sometimes it's not. I think Taylor has excellent stuff. I think she's really good at what she does, and she'll be ready to go this weekend. So we need her this weekend, and she's a competitor. It's okay. And that's what I like. That's why it's important that you have a staff. Like each one of them are going to have days where they're at their best and then days where maybe they're not, and they can pass the ball off each other.
You talk about every game as kind of its own entity. The team that you just played, they're a really good team. The score may not represent that, but they've played some really solid competition who didn't do the same thing against them. Could you just speak to what it's like from the coaching perspective to see your team really excel in a situation like that?
I just think the one thing I think this team has always been really good about is responding, and we walked away yesterday really not liking some things that we did and wanting to do things a little different today. So anytime you have a team that responds, I always think that's a really good sign, and so I was just pleased that they did that.
What are you looking forward to going into conference play? What have you seen in the non-conference schedule that's prepared you for going into the conference?
I think we played great competition. We played great pitching, great defense, great hitting. We've seen it all, and I think it's important that your non-conference prepares you for conference. And I'd like to say what we've seen up to this point is preparing us for what is next. I think it's important that we just really continue to stay to ourselves. I think when we get really caught up in us, that's when we play our best ball.